in the NFL. We are inside Arrowhead Stadium here. Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And into a sea of red, we're underway in Kansas City. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Right to the air is Mahomes. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. An early statement on the game's first play. 18 yards and a first down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. Two nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. On play action, it's Mahomes. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And the Panthers are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one.
Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Juan Thornhill. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. But just a lot going on there in the middle of the field, and this one winds up a turnover.
Yeah, they're running a crossing route here, and the idea of it is to get defenders confused early. Sometimes it's your quarterback that gets confused, and here he throws it into coverage and gets it intercepted.
And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. Give him 10 yards. Now Mahomes. A dump down to McKinnon. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I may be an analyst, but I'm also a fan. I love it when people take the big shots downfield, but he was under a lot of duress. And I think that forced the incompletion downfield. Didn't have a real good chance to find his target.
Here's Mahomes to throw. He wants it all for the end zone. And oh no, it's incomplete. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. Just their first in this half. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football. Wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have.
The tight end in motion right. Second down, another chance for Hubbard. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12. Off of play action, Darnold. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Put the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
They'll send Marshall in motion left. Second down and 10. Darnold will find his man, Terrace Marshall, complete. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Back to throw, Darnold. He gets this one to Hubbard, complete. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive. Come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to two people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
Again, Darnold. That'll be caught by his tight end. 20. Moore, the man in motion. And they'll run on first down with Hubbard. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. And they'll go again here with Hubbard. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Chuba. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
On first down, McKinnon again. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
Second and 7. Straight ahead they go with McKinnon. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. Dancing to his left. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
Mahomes throwing on fourth. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he is going to have the Chiefs first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Throwing again on second down. Mahomes buying time to his left. That's into a crowd and intercepted. And the Panthers are going to take over here up near the 40. A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback who just threw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but to throw one. You know they're going to be in the film room after this ball game, tell all their teammates, maybe I should shift over to offense. I've got skills. What do you think?
He's got a man complete. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore. Defensively, one play and into the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. He's at the 40. The 20. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Chiefs. He's taken down right at the 20. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission. On first down, Darnold. He's good. As they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now Darnold. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was...
Complete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Darnold. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. He exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a...
Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball, and that one was picked off.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Now, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it.
1st and 10 at the 18. After the interception, here's Darnold. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
And he's right around the 30s. They'll stop him with 25 seconds to go here in half number one. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's complete to the right side. It's Marshall. And down he goes. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. On first and 10, here's Mahomes. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. Ball will come out to the 20. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. The play fake, and it's Darnold sliding out of the pocket. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody
Learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
On second down, here's a run with Hubbard. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. On third down, here's a run by Hubbard. And it's not going to be enough here. A gain of 4, about 2 feet short of the marker, 4th down. And here we go on 4th. Darnold. Now the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, Carolina. Short, they go for it. Look at the result.
Yeah, not only did they go for it, they threw for it, because to me it was stacked up for a run situation, strength on strength, and they decided to put the ball in the air, and what a result.
For his trouble to bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. Set to begin this drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track. And now here is another interception. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me, because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. And Darnold got to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Past the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. You see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time.
And most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a miss hit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you to the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage?
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Darnold down to throw. He's got his tight end. It's Tommy Tremble. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. On 1st and 10, Darnold. And that is incomplete. So multiple times, tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. Moore, the man in motion. On 2nd and 10, Darnold. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Third and long, it's Darnold. And he fires one, but incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
In motion left here, Marshall. They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. And this is caught. He hits more. And he is going to have a Panthers first down on a well-designed play there. That gets him 16 to move the chains. Darnold from the gun. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Yards for the touchdown. And the Panthers have moved out in front here in the final minute of the third quarter.
They went
up to the 29. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mahomes. And my goodness, another interception. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game.
So that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. Darnold on first down. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. Well, now the chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Darnold. He gets it to Thomas. And they do get him deep. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Hubbard going to take this down just short, but could not get the ball over the chalk. In motion left is a running back. On 2nd and goal, Darnold. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that in a lot, right, he may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
Now they send a running back in motion right. Darnold a sneak, and he'll get in. He's set to begin this drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
When you're leading in the final, and probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. That's caught left side by the tight end Gray. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. That's caught left side by Hardman. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Mahomes now on 1st down. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And they do get a very solid gain of 27. Mahomes to throw once more. And this is caught down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. To begin their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Moore, the man in motion. Straight ahead with Hubbard. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their time. 2nd down play. Right back to Hubbard. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6. Put the ball in the air here on 3rd.
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
Touchdown, Carolina! Chuba Hubbard, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.